Rusev.
The Lion of Bulgaria fighting for all of his constituents. Rusev Day is a real-life phenomenon, taking the world by storm.
It really is a holiday, Byron. It pops up on my calendar on my phone.
Okay, so no matter how you feel about this made-up holiday, what it has done is provide virtual jet fuel for the confidence of Rusev, who is more driven than we've ever seen him.
Happy Rusev Day!
And his opponent from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev.
There's only one holiday worth celebrating 365 days a year. You know what that is, Byron?
I don't know. What is it, Corey?
It's Rusev Day.
Here it is.
Rusev Day is a real-life phenomenon, taking the world by storm.
It really is a holiday, Byron. It pops up on my calendar on my phone.
Okay, so no matter how you feel about this made-up holiday, what it has done is provide virtual jet fuel for the confidence of Rusev, who is more driven than we've ever seen him. And there's the bell. And here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
The thing about this match is I can't envision these competitors ever giving up. It's just not in their DNA.
Looks like Rusev is taking the upper hand.
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Rusev is making his presence known.
That's using your head.
It's just a matter of time now.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Oh, short arm chop.
Wow.
The WWE Universe witnessed a classic submission match at 2016's Extreme Rules event. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, defended her women's championship against Natalya. The one thing I thought was unfair about the match is that there was a ban against the Nature Boy Ric Flair being at ringside. If Flair appeared, Charlotte would lose the match and her women's crown.
Exploder! His signature slam. Corey, you spoke of the submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, and I need to point out that this match was not Flair's figure eight versus Natalya's sharpshooter. Victory could be achieved by making your opponent tap out to any submission maneuver. I think we all know why the Nature Boy was banned from ringside.
When Natalya had Charlotte locked in the sharpshooter, it seemed that the Queen of Hearts was going to be crowned the new champion. Of course, that was until Dana Brooke distracted Natty, giving Charlotte the opening to lock on the figure eight and force Natalya to submit. It wouldn't be a Flair match without a little bit of controversy, would it? One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body.
Tap, tap. This match is over. This is what makes him so dangerous. Oh, man. That might have hurt his head just as much.
Here is your winner, Rusev.
Huge victory time for Rusev.
Happy Rusev Day!
And his opponent from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev.
The Lion of Bulgaria fighting for all of his constituents. Rusev Day is a real-life phenomenon, taking the world by storm.
It really is a holiday, Byron. It pops up on my calendar on my phone.
Okay, so no matter how you feel about this made-up holiday, what it has done is provide virtual jet fuel for the confidence of Rusev, who is more driven than we've ever seen him.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup. Uses the headbutt.
That's using your head.
He's looking a little off balance. If he's not careful, this can snowball out of control for him in a hurry.
Well, he's certainly looking a little worse for wear, but that doesn't mean you should count him out just yet. I'm sure there's plenty of fight still left in him.
It's cinched in. He got him to tap out.
Here is your winner, Rusev.
And that's a huge tap-out victory there.
These guys look like a couple of hosses going at it out there. Great match.
Happy Rusev Day!
And from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev.
There's only one holiday worth celebrating 365 days a year. You know what that is, Byron?
I don't know. What is it, Corey?
It's Rusev Day.
There it is.
Rusev Day is a real-life phenomenon, taking the world by storm.
It really is a holiday, Byron. It pops up on my calendar on my phone.
Okay, so no matter how you feel about this made-up holiday, what it has done is provide virtual jet fuel for the confidence of Rusev, who is more driven than we've ever seen him.
Unique environment here as we kick off this submission match. So painful. Oh my goodness, crushing it. Oh, the dreaded claw to the shoulder. Man. Oh, my goodness, crushing it. And a lethal clothesline. Oh, I think this man means business. He wants no part of the outside. We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe. No, he reverses it. Great offense by Rusev. Offense like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of a match. It's starting to look bleak for him now. This is not where he wants to be at this point in this match.
He's definitely in trouble, Cole. He might want to rethink his strategy and keep this match in the ring.
Whoa, Rusev dodged that one.
Very difficult position to be in right now.
Yeah, situations like this usually don't end very pleasantly.
Momentum's firmly in his corner now. I saw Rusev backstage earlier tonight, and he wished me a happy and joyous Rusev Day. I thought Rusev Day was last week.
Oh, my God, Cole. Every day is Rusev Day. Rusev Day is like Christmas, Thanksgiving, the 4th of July, all rolled up into one amazing day, and it's all to celebrate the greatest man in history, the Lion of Bulgaria, Rusev.
The second greatest man in history.
Who's the first?
The great Corey Graves.
Fair.
I'm still trying to process your Rusev Day conversation, Corey. Isn't Rusev Day just the ravings of a maniac pushed past his limit?
Saxton, I will not have you besmirch Rusev Day any further. Don't you remember when the mayor of Plovdiv giving Rusev Day the key to the city and making the declaration? That makes it a legal holiday, Saxton.
We're fantasy, man.
I don't want to know what that feels like. Ooh, that landed perfectly. Clobbers him with the axe handle. Look at him. He's struggling to breathe here. Oh, splash! Concentrating on the body here. What a match! What a clothesline! Ouch! Look at this. There is absolutely no wasted motion in this attack.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. And here comes the big Bulgarian.
So damaging. Oh, look, Rusev.
The accolades locked in.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Look out. That can break bones, guys.
Yes! Unreal performance.
Here is your winner, Rusev.
He looked very impressive in that win here tonight.
There's no way around it. When you're locked in a submission move like that, your only choice is to tap out.
And it's matches like this one that make SmackDown such a success. Thank you so much for joining us.
Happy Rusev Day!
And from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev.
The Lion of Bulgaria fighting for all of his constituents. Rusev Day is a real-life phenomenon, taking the world by storm.
It really is a holiday, Byron. It pops up on my calendar on my phone. It's going to be hard to rebound. This will surely be a true mano-a-mano test. It's amazing. For more than 50 years, men and women have entered this ring all in the name of greatness to see who is truly the best. I think when it's all said and done, we'll be talking about this match for a long time.
And guys, I've been looking forward to this submission match ever since it was announced.
Down he goes with a scoop slam. Oh, wow. Great move.
Whoa, Rusev dodged that one.
That'll leave a knot on your head. Oh, and he breaks free.
But the damage might have already been done, Michael.
Knee to the gut. Clearly on a mission here. The mighty Rusev looking a bit surprised by this assault. He's going to have to cut off his opponent's offense quickly.
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Oh, what a splash! Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of the submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match.
That's an important distinction, Michael, especially since a superstar can win an I Quit match by using a submission maneuver. For superstars who aren't proficient in submission moves, they enter this type of match at a disadvantage. It doesn't mean they can't win, but they need to perfect applying the submission move quickly. Come on, Corey, try and keep up. When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match with the two...
He had it locked up and made his opponent tap out. This is what makes him so dangerous. That'll knock the air right out of you. Nice move. He's inflicting some serious pain here. On the sickening thud as their skulls collide. Huge victory tonight for Rusev.
Hey, they both gave it their all, but in the end, we were left with the best man standing.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight. Oh, I think this man means business.
Happy Rusev Day!
And from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev!
There's only one holiday worth celebrating 365 days a year. You know what that is, Byron?
I don't know. What is it, Corey?
It's Rusev Day.
There it is.
Rusev Day is a real-life phenomenon, taking the world by storm.
It really is a holiday, Byron. It pops up on my calendar on my phone.
Okay, so no matter how you feel about this made-up holiday, what it has done is provide virtual jet fuel for the confidence of...
Wow, look out. This is it, guys. The submission match we've been waiting for. Look out.
The WWE Universe witnessed a classic submission match at 2016's Extreme Rules event. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, defended her women's championship against Natalya. The one thing I thought was unfair about the match is that there was a ban against the Nature Boy Ric Flair being at ringside. If Flair appeared, Charlotte would lose the match and her women's crown.
Corey, you spoke of the submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, and I need to point out that this match was not Flair's figure eight versus Natalya's sharpshooter. Victory could be achieved by making your opponent tap out to any submission maneuver. I think we all know why the Nature Boy was banned from ringside.
When Natalya had Charlotte locked in the sharpshooter, it seemed that the Queen of Hearts was going to be crowned the new champion. Of course, that was until Dana Brooke distracted Natty, giving Charlotte the opening to lock on the figure eight and force Natalya to submit. It wouldn't be a Flair match without a little bit of controversy, would it? One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's injured or had a known injury. I think that's why it's just as important in a submission match to be able to reverse the submission move from an opponent as it is to apply a submission maneuver to an opponent. If a superstar can't reverse an opponent's submission, then they're certainly going to be in trouble.
Some superstars have more than one submission at their disposal, and it becomes a pick-your-poison scenario for their opponent. It also depends on the match. Some submission matches are based on winning via a submission move, and others involve a competitor having to use the specific submission they've chosen.
And here comes the big Bulgarian.
Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent. Showing some quickness there. I got right to the gut. Flapjack.
Face first.
It's over.
Look out. Rusev with a running super kick.
Here's his moment, Michael. Unbelievable. This singles match is over.
Here is your winner, Rusev.
Wow, that tap came quick and often.
That was simply a case of one guy determined to prove his dominance over another.
And folks, if you just...
Happy Rusev Day!
And from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev!
Each of these competitors looks to gain momentum with a win tonight.
Whoever gets the early advantage could take this thing to a win. The thing about this match is I can't envision these competitors ever giving up. It's just not in their DNA.
Man. Rusev is making his presence known. Drops him in a hurry. He's got the leg locked in now. Nicely timed shot by Rusev. He's struggling a bit here, and at this point, you have to wonder if he can recover from this.
Oh, man, his chances are dwindling quickly. He's just taken on.
Nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
Color me surprised, Michael. I did not see that one coming.
Oh, and he hits the axe handle. Mighty Rusev looking a bit surprised by this assault. To be expected, though. It's not like he's in there with a slouch, guys.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes momentum has a way of permanently swinging one way. That's what he wants to avoid here.
If his opponent somehow wins this thing, you could likely go back to this moment as the turning point of the match.
And there's the reversal from Rusev. Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw. In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match.
That's an important distinction, Michael, especially since a superstar...
Here he goes. Camel clutch.
Someone's getting humbled. He's in complete control now. Look out. That can break bones, guys.
I go back so far with Rusev, I remember his manager before Lana, Sylvester Lafort.
I think this is...
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
And he escapes the submission.
And good thing. That could have been disastrous.
Wow, he just slammed him with ease. Rusev got it.
The Bulgarian Brute is the accolades locked in. We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
Rusev is really applying pressure now, guys.
Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
There's the tap. There's the tap. This one's over.
Here is your winner, Rusev.
Now that's eking out a win.
Happy Rusev Day!
You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
Here we go, fellas. I've been looking forward to this one for quite some time.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Well executed. Shoulder right to the midsection. And what a reversal from Rusev. That kick had purpose. Oh, and a chop to the side of the face. The human body can only absorb so much of that. He's in a little bit of trouble now. I don't think this is how he envisioned this match going here tonight.
If he keeps absorbing much more punishment, he may have no other choice but to give up here.
With such authority. The mighty Rusev looking a bit surprised by this assault. He's still got plenty of gas left in his tank, though.
Sure, he's taking some punishment here, but given how much he prefers to be on the outside of the ring, he can very well change the outlook of the match with one shot.
This isn't his first rodeo. He had to expect to take on some offense here tonight.
Back now inside the ring. And he's heading back in. Oh, I think this man means business. Talk about having the living hell beat out of you. Tonight may not be his night, guys.
He looks completely drained right now, guys, and I'm willing to bet he doesn't have enough strength to even execute a submission move.
Direct hit right to his face. Oh, no!
It's pretty obvious that by the way that Rusev applies the accolade, our true American hero is looking to do a lot more than win the match. Rusev wants to seriously injure his opponents, each and every one of them.
At this point, you have to figure that the next person to apply a submission will win. We've seen Rusev display his fighting background and counter his opponent's holds and lock them in the accolade. The accolade is such a depth. Rusev with a running super kick.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
And Rusev picks up the win.
Here is your winner, Rusev.
Big singles win here, guys.
I can honestly say that a win is a little more satisfying.
Happy Rusev Day!
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
The thing about this match is I can't envision these competitors ever giving up. It's just not in their DNA.
Gut buster. Back in the ring now. Back in from the floor.
Rusev's on the attack now.
Punishing blow to the head. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Perfectly executed. Looking to lock it in here. And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in.
Looking to lock it in here.
This just ain't gonna do it.
Look at this. He let it go.
Curious decision there, Michael.
His clothesline finds the mark. Looks like he has other plans here.
I think he was just looking to soften him up a little here.
He lets it go.
Yeah, I wonder why.
He has something big planned. One move after the other. It's devastating. Rusev can't be enjoying this. That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure. Looks like he's starting to tire. It appears his opponent has his number right now.
A very crucial part in the match for him here. He simply cannot let his opponent gain too much momentum.
Rusev competing here tonight. The super athlete is looking as fast and strong as ever. Defeating Rusev is a tall order. So how can his opponent do it? Corey, I'll start with you.
Well, firstly, I wouldn't pick a fight with Rusev on Rusev Day. That's just foolish. Secondly, this hurts to say, Rusev's been distracted by his own allies. Only Lana and Aiden English.
Wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in.
Flattens him with a clothesline. Rusev in a bit of trouble here. You have to wonder if he could recover from this, guys.
That confidence he had on his face at the start of this match sure has disappeared, and with good reason. He's taken quite a beating.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
And there's the reversal from Rusev. Got him with the elbow drop.
When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match, with the two superstars battling in the crowd and attempting to use ring steps as a weapon.
The pressure's too much. They tap.
Here is your winner, Rusev.
And there's your winner via submission.
Last time Rusev had a major victory, he was given the keys to his...
Happy Rusev Day!
And his opponent from Bulgaria, weighing in at...
And there's the bell. And here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
The thing about this match is I can't envision these competitors ever giving up. It's just not in their DNA.
Oh, my God. Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet.
That's how you make an impact.
And now Rusev is showing them how they do it in Eastern Europe.
Rusev is making his presence known. He's on his heels. He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win this match.
Yeah, I'm sure he saw things going differently for him here tonight, but that clearly isn't the case, unfortunately for him.
Oh, I hate to see it end like this.
Here is your winner, Rusev.
And the official decision is a countout.
Man, I'll tell you.
Happy...
No more talking behind each other's backs. Now they are face to face.
And pretty soon, fist to fist.
Nicely timed shot by Rusev.
And remember, submissions only as we get underway here. Takes him down with brute force there.
off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Looks like he's starting